Welcome to I Say Yes and with Alycia Larson, the podcast where we dive into all things spiritual and watch as we grow as humans and expand as the powerful spiritual beings we know we are. Let's dive in. Are you wanting help to move from a place of heaviness, stress, and anxiety, and you want to step into a place of love, ease, and flow? The time is now to reach out for a one-on-one healing session with me. This offer is only for those who listen to my podcast. Use coupon code PODCAST824 and receive 30% off the price of one 30-minute healing session with me. Offer only good until August 31st, 2024. Link and code will be in the show notes. I look forward to our session. Welcome back. I'm Alycia, and I'm so happy to have you here. Today we're going to talk about kind of a continuance of last week when we talked about grief and 3 steps to help us move through that. This week we're talking about easing your soul during moments of grief, trauma, pain. Now, grief, trauma, and pain are, of course, things people don't necessarily want to experience because they hurt. They're heavy. You feel disconnected in so many ways. But the beautiful thing is we are energetic beings and we have these abilities to allow us to shift as long as we make the decision to shift. Now, energy is this beautiful thing that exists in everything. There's energy in water, in the air, in fire, in our beings. Like me speaking right now is not just a physical energy, but there's actually other elements. There are spiritual elements connected to my voice to allow me to share this message with you, because I truly believe that this message is channeled for all of you beautiful beings that have made the choice to listen to this episode. And first, I just want to honor that and appreciate the fact that you are in this space for a reason. And let's dive in. So, understanding energy is also understanding the unknown, which, guess what? You don't have to fully understand it to know it exists, to feel it. I could probably do a quick little energy session right now and everybody would be feeling it if you allowed yourself to feel it and be open to it. And we are going to do some energy shifting later. Do not worry, but that's not where I'm going with this in this moment. First, I have a question for you. If you want to shift this energy, or you're listening to this because you're going through something and you're like, what is this thing? I have a question that you need to ask yourself. And here's the question. You can repeat after me if you're in a space where you can, or if you can't verbalize it, you can allow your inner thoughts to say this to yourself and you can still receive your answer. So take a breath and say, self, do I want to feel peace and ease in my soul right now? Take a breath. And what did you get? Did you hear that yes, you want to receive peace and ease in your soul right now? Or did you hear no? Because I'm actually hearing that some of you listening to this episode don't. And the first thing that I want to say is this is not about pointing out yes or no's or anything like that, but we do need to honor what your answer was. And that doesn't mean we don't have to change our answer, but in this moment right now, somebody heard the question, do you want to feel ease and peace within your soul? And somebody said no, or not really, or maybe later. And if you want to step into your power to understand that, we can start doing some acknowledgement statements. Acknowledgement statements are so powerful, and it allows us to dig deeper and to find why. Find what's holding us in that space. And so for anyone who heard that no, they don't want to ease their mind or soul or anything like that, you can go into some acknowledgement statements and say, I acknowledge that when I ask myself if I want peace and ease within my soul, I heard no. The reason I heard no is, and what did you hear? Some of you might have heard, you're in this space of wallowing. You really just want to feel it. Some of you might have said, it's not time for me to shift from this right now. Or some of you, I'm hearing, even heard, what's the point? Life is painful. And then we're going to dig deeper. I acknowledge that I think and I heard that life is hard and challenging. The reason life is hard and challenging is, and what did you get? See, what you can do is you can keep going down, and this is what so many people call like the root cause, the root of a limiting belief or anything like that. This is how we can get these answers, and you can't allow your mind to think on it. You ask the question out loud, and as words come to you, you just start speaking them. And often when I do this, I hear answers that I was like, what? I didn't even realize that I was holding that weight. I was holding that belief within my system. And once you get to what that root is, you can ask yourself, is that what you want? Is that really, really what you want for your life from this moment forward? And if it's not, then we can release that. And so when you went through all of the questions and you got to the bottom of it and you figured out why you said no to not wanting peace and ease within your soul, you can say, soul, I acknowledge all that you've given to me today. All of these answers as to why I don't want peace and ease in my soul. And that is not the answer anymore. We are clearing, deleting, and removing this from our program. Spirit, download a new story into my mind that I am always welcome to have peace and ease and love in my soul at all times, during all situations, throughout all circumstances. And just take a breath and allow your spirit to shift that belief. And now that your soul, you've stated, you've declared that you are allowed to receive peace and ease in your mind. Now we can go on to that next step. The next step is, if you are ready to receive peace and ease within your mind, we're going to do a beautiful little healing, a beautiful energy shift that will allow us to feel the presence of the spirit around us and allow us to feel ease and peace within our hearts. And for this, we're actually going to call in our ancestors. They want to support us in everything that we are doing. They want to create ease and peace within our minds and within our souls. And so, if you want to repeat after me, if you're in a space where you can, please feel free to. We're going to say, ancestors, thank you for supporting me here today. I ask that you ease this tension that I'm feeling within my spirit. Allow me to feel peace and allow me to feel your unconditional love for me right here, right now. And allow me to feel this shift through deep breaths, swallows, yawns, or coughs. We're just going to breathe. Ancestors, increase the peace within my soul. We're going to do it one more time. Ancestors, increase the peace that I'm experiencing right here, right now, and activate peace within my space, and allow that to run for the next 4 hours. You might be feeling a little lightheaded or dizzy, and that is fine. You might be feeling like swaying or moving, rocking back and forth. That is all beautiful. That is an upgrade. That is a shifting of your energy. And that's exactly what we need. Allow yourself to sit in the space. Allow yourself to receive the peace that your ancestors want you to feel. Our ancestors are here supporting us, and most of us don't even know it. We definitely aren't acknowledging as much of their assistance as we could. But today we were able to connect in with them. And some of you have so many ancestors that showed up for this experience, and it's so beautiful. I say yes to this. I say yes to each and every person who listens to this episode, to leave this episode feeling a little bit more peace. And guess what? That little bit is actually great. It's actually a lot. Because the ancestral world doesn't actually understand a little bit. If you ask for peace and unconditional love, guess what? They send it to you fully and completely. And if there's anyone that's hearing anything other than that, that is just a spirit that we can send to the light and say, thank you so much. That is your story. That is not mine. I send you to the light with love. Thank you. And they'll go. They'll go to the light with love, because we don't need to hear that story, because that's not our story. Now, what happens after? Well, it's all about our choices, right? We can choose to receive. We can choose to step into the next part of our day and know that we were able to shift that energy, and know that it keeps working. I believe I channeled that it's going to keep running for 4 hours. And guess what? If in 4 hours or 4.5 hours or 5 days, you're like, wait, I want to feel that again. I want to see if I can get more. Absolutely you can. Listen to this episode. It will be available for you. We are not meant to sit in pain, in trauma, in grief. We are meant to sit in light. And that's so beautiful. If you had to choose between sitting in light and love and beauty, wouldn't you choose that? definitely choose that over darkness and heaviness and struggle and pain and anxiety and all of the things that kind of come through with that heaviness. But that's not our story. Our story is, I see that I was in that space, but guess what? I'm not there anymore. I am me, and I am free of that. I am stepping into this world where my life gets to be easy. I get to have peace in my heart because I just do, because I'm me. There's no greater reason for a beautiful life than you deserve it because you are you. Please share this episode with anybody else that may benefit from this, because everyone can benefit from this episode. I love you so much. Have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye. Thank you for joining me on this episode of I Say Yes and with Alycia Larson. I hope you feel inspired and empowered to embrace your inner power and manifest the life you desire. Remember, the journey to self-discovery and empowerment is ongoing, and I'm here with you every step of the way. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Your feedback helps us reach more souls ready to say yes to their own potential. Don't forget to follow me on social media for more insights, inspiration, and updates on upcoming episodes. Together, we can create a community of empowered individuals living their dream lives. Until next time, keep saying yes to yourself, yes to your dreams, and yes to the power within you. Stay magical and keep shining your light.